You're tuned in to a Mike Sarge podcast. Only on MikeSarge.com.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Mike Sarge. Thank you for tuning in to another podcast where I just say how I feel and I say what's real, as simple as that, man. I hope you guys are doing great, man. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. You know that your boy sees it. Oh yeah, man, today's podcast is sponsored by Trackstars. Trackstars is a Christian media company determined to bring high quality godly content to the mainstream. It's also sponsored by Hope Today for a Better Tomorrow. Hope Today for a Better Tomorrow is a nonprofit here to educate, help, and protect against child sexual exploitation and sex trafficking. So if you're interested in either one, I'm going to leave links in the description, or if you want to check them out right now, for Trackstars, just go to trackstars.com, and for the other, go to Hope Today for a Better Tomorrow.org. Yeah, let's get back into this. So if you caught last week's episode, I talked about how advice can be toxic in your life. It can be toxic to you if you're not careful of who you are taking advice from. So if you missed last week's episode, go ahead and go to YouTube. Matter of fact, pause this video, go to youtube.com, go to YouTube app, and type in Mike Sarge podcast and check them out. Get updated, get up to date on what's going on. Now, granted, this needs to be said. If the only time that you see these podcasts, these videos, is when it shows up on your feed on social media, you slacking. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So whenever I drop a new video, it lets your device know, it lets your phone know, and you can go ahead and stay up to date and you know what's going on. Or you can make it easier on yourself and you can go to www.mikesarge.com, and on the homepage you can join the mailing list. So whenever I release new music, I release new videos or new merch, you will know about it. Yeah. So let's get back into the real for this episode this week. This week's episode is called The Drop-Off. The Drop-Off. I mean, there seems to be a huge disparity between people that are successful and people that aren't. So I want to talk about that drop-off and why there's so much of a huge gap in between it. But I'm going to keep it short today. So just give me a minute. It seems that in everyday life, like I said, there seems to be this huge drop-off between successful people and people that are not successful. So I'm going to give you an everyday example, and hopefully it'll reel my point in today, right? So we're going to take Amazon.com. Everyone know about Amazon.com. Yo, Amazon is the plug. Amazon is the plug for real. If you're looking for specific items, you're looking for cheap items, you go to Amazon.com and you know it gets you, right? But let's say you're on Amazon.com, you're looking for deals, you find what you want, you grab an item, you grab an item or two, because, you know, it's hard. It's kind of like Walmart. It's hard to stick with one item. And you throw it in the cart, you pay for it. Well, Amazon's going to tell you, thank you for your purchase. You should expect your item in, let's say 2 to 3 business days, right? Most of us by day 2 are losing our minds, man. We like, yo, where's my item? Yo, where's my package? Yo, we at the mailbox waiting on the mailman or the mailwoman. Yo, we at the screen door just waiting. And some of us are calm. Some of us are kind of calm. You know, we'll wait till day 3. Like, hey, he did say 2 to 3 days. So I'm going to wait till day 3. But here's the thing. Why are we like that? Because we recognize that Amazon has set a standard. They've set an expectation that, look, if our customers make this purchase, depending on what they got and where it's coming from, where it's shipping from, it should be to them in this amount of days. So we hold them to that, right? They set the standard. They told us about the standard. They told us about the expectation, or they told us about the standard, so we expect this, right? But you know good and well, if it's not there in that 2 or 3 days, man, you're losing your mind. You're figuring out who to call, who to email, all that other stuff. So what's my point today? Why is it that we try to hold these companies, these people, these athletes, these celebrities, these role models to these same standards, these same expectations, but we don't even hold ourselves to our own standards and our own expectations and our own goals? So since y'all think I'm talking crazy right now, I'm gonna give you some examples. Some of you guys have not held your own expectations, held your own standards for yourself. Some of you guys have not been sticking to your weight loss plan. Some of you guys haven't. Some of you guys have said, hey, at the end of the 6 months, I want to weigh this much, or I want to lose this much in weight. I want to lose this many pounds. But you're not sticking to your eating plan. You're not sticking to the amount of days you're supposed to go walking in your neighborhood or go to the gym. You're not sticking to it. Some of you guys own companies. Some of you guys have businesses that you're trying to bring up, but you haven't been sticking to your plan of the people that you need to email, the connections that you need to be talking to, the business cards that you need to be getting. You haven't been sticking to your plan. And it's hurting your sales and the amount of items and products that you want to sell per month because you don't want to stick to it. Some of you guys are artists. Some of you guys are singers. Some of you guys are rappers. but you're not sticking to the plan of how many songs that you want to write a week. Matter of fact, you're not even sticking to the plan of when a project is supposed to come out. So the people that want to support you, people that want to be fans, they expect, oh snap, he or she's releasing this soon. I can't wait. And then there's a delay. You're not sticking to the plan. Can you imagine for those of y'all that are video game people, those of you that are gamers, if a game that you've been waiting on for forever, you finally got a release date, and then it's the week of, and they're like, hey, it's gonna fall through? You would lose your mind. And what I'm saying is we try to hold everyone to these standards. We try to hold companies, people, celebrities, role models to this same idea, these same standards, but we don't do it to ourselves. We don't. And I get it. I get it. It's easier to blame other people. It's easier to point the finger. It really is. But if we're honest, blaming other people, focusing on other people is not going to get you to where you need to go. It's not. Blaming other people, looking at other people, focusing on other people is not going to get you to where you want to go. It's not going to get you the job that you want or the career that you want. You're not going to make the money that you want focusing on other people. You're not going to get the house that you want, the car that you want. You're not going to lose the weight that you want to lose focusing on other people. You're not going to ever become the teacher, the student that you want to be. You're never going to become the son or daughter that you want to be, the mother, the father, the husband or wife that you want to be, if you're focused on other people and you're not holding yourself to the same standards that you hold the other people to. You got to stop doing it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if for once, just for, even if it's only a week or for a month or for a year, if we would stop fantasizing about a better life, stop dreaming about a better life, and for once start building on one so that we can live it just for once. So what am I saying to you today on this podcast? Today, if you don't get anything else that I say, stop looking at other people, stop paying attention to other people, stop blaming other people, and start looking in the mirror and saying, hey, am I holding myself accountable to my own goals, the things that I want in my life? That's it, man. That's it. Like I said at the end of every podcast, I don't do this to be right or necessarily be wrong. I do it to start a conversation so that we can change the world one podcast at a time. So if you really enjoy this topic, if you really enjoy the podcast that I do, please start, number one, by liking this video. Like this video. Number two, make sure you leave a comment. Let me know if you agree or you disagree. I'm fine with either one. Or if there's a topic that you want me to talk about in the future, let me know. And I got you. So one, like it. Two, leave a comment. And then three, share this. A lot of you guys have been doing a great job sharing the videos, and more and more people are finding out about these podcasts. So continue to share it. Share it with someone that you feel like needs to hear it. And I will really appreciate it. So as always, you guys already know, it's your boy Mike Sarge. You tuned into another podcast. Salutes.